Well, the weather is starting to get kind of chilly and the holidays are upon us. I mean, I've even got do you see my turkey earrings? I don't know if you can see. At any rate, I'm a holiday girl, and I thought it'd be fun to go through a few ways to do Christmas trees or pine trees. They can be decorated or not decorated, but there's a couple of cute ways to do them. So come on, let's go over here. And let me show you some of them so that you can enjoy the holidays with watercolor. I know you're going to enjoy the holidays. So I have three brushes. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use. See, I have my red polish just in honor of just the whole holiday season, which is upon us. I love that Hanukkah and Christmas are on the same day. Hanukkah starts on December 25th, and Christmas is on that day. That doesn't always happen. I love that. So here we go. I'm going to start with an 8 round, and I also have a 4 round, and then I also have a dagger brush. And I've got lots of sizes and looks of dagger brushes, but I think I'm going to use one of my smaller ones. I'll give you links if you're interested in any of these brushes. I also have my 2 waters, and then I also have one of my main palettes. If you've never used these, you can see, hopefully you can hear too how solid they are. I love porcelain palettes for the simple reason, and of course they stay in the studio. They don't, come with you. They're not portable. But I love that you have that ceramic white background with large wells. There's 32 wells in here, and it's just ideal for a studio like I have and you may have. So I'm going to start with this area. And the first tree I want to show you is I'm going to spray it a little bit, just lightly, with just a spray bottle. Just make sure, no matter where you get your bottle, if it's from a dollar store or some you have around the house, make sure that it's on the mist setting. You don't want strong, big uh, water just coming across the whole page. You want it misted. So I'm having a little bit of warping, and that's just absolutely fine. In fact, I'll probably take this moment to go like this with it. And let's see, did I talk so long that you can't see the mist? Maybe. Let's do it one more time. So I'm going to start with a size 8 round, and I'm going to go to sap green. And this is kind of fun. I'm using the tip of my brush. So let me show you from this angle. So I'm doing it straight down versus like a pencil hold or a flat hold. And here's how I'm doing it. I'm just going straight down with the tip. And because of the fact that there is some water drops, let me come in a little closer, you're going to see a little bit of blurring with it. And then I'm just going to tap, 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 and just continue to go down. Tapping really works well. And I'm going to either do straight across, pine branches can go dip down, they can go up, and they can go straight across. I'm going to do right now across or slightly up. And I'm still just tapping. And you're going to have a little bit of blurring because you have the wet on your paper. And it's important to remember with any kind of pine tree like this, you want to go in kind of a triangle shape. So you don't want it like this, and you don't even want it straight. You want it a triangle, even if it's a slight triangle. It can be fat trees or thin. So now I'm going to go back, and now I'm going to add a darker version and more of a filled in look. Just tapping. Now that center trunk, I don't want it to show for the most part. And I'm still using sap, but I'm using it more concentrated right now. And I just want kind of that dry, rough look as we go. And when we get up here this time with somewhat of a dry brush, I might even put that little crown on the top of the tree. And I don't mind if there's a few rogue branches that want to go out and don't want to behave themselves in the triangle. That's kind of cute too. So I'll put a few of those in. And then the very last thing I'm going to do, and I'm not going to decorate this one, I'm just going to have it out there in the woods. So I'll probably go all the way down to the bottom, just like that. And again, it's a little bit of dry brushing at this point. The last thing I want to do is I want to give a little bit of Payne's gray. You know, green, as you know, is not primary. It's made out of yellow and blue. So any kind of blue within the green is nice. And that even includes the blue undertone of Payne's gray. So I'm not even mixing it in the green. I'm going straight into the painting. And sometimes it's kind of fun if you want something to have a little bit of a round or cone shape. Sometimes it's kind of fun to do the darker areas on the outside of that cone. And I'm going slightly in, of course, as you can see, but I'm concentrating mainly on the outside, which will then make the inside pop out a little bit more. So just a little bit of tap, and let me come in close so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. So this is the first tray that I wanted to show you. And again, I'm still on Payne's gray, but of course I'm picking up. I'm coming forward a little bit because this is kind of like sitting out in the forest, and perfection is so totally overrated. Don't you agree? We don't need it. We want it to look more natural and not to have every little thing just so. So there you go with nature. And I'm just right now, I have such nice little dry areas on my brush that I'm just kind of adding a little bit of dry brushing just to enjoy that as well. So that's one way you can do it. If you want to decorate, you could go right in, and I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm rinsing, and I'm going to just kind of blot a little bit. It doesn't need to be clean as a whistle, but I could go in there and do a little bit of lifting. And it might take 2 or 3 times. When you lift, you don't want to be impatient, do you? You just want to relax and enjoy the experience. Painting should be relaxing, period. So I'm doing it a few times. I'm rinsing. I'm drying it out. If you think of like wringing out your washcloth or something, you want to kind of wring it out. And I'm just going in here, trying not to make the little baubles or lights or ornaments, whatever we're going to turn them into. I'm trying not to make them look perfectly placed. I want it to be, you know, like when you decorate and have them kind of spread around instead of all one line, all one line. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. Somewhere closer. And so you can go right through. And I'm just going to do a few more just to have the option to lighten this up. So this is your second version. I was thinking of showing you like 3 or 4, but maybe I'll save that for another time. You know, I have a Patreon site, as many artists do. And if this is something, if you like my style and my voice is soothing to you, la, 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 or you just want to see a little bit more of my creative way of doing things, pop on over and check it out. The one that I'd recommend if you're fairly new with watercolor is just $8 a month. I have over 100 golly, probably 140 or something, maybe more, of tape tutorials that you can just browse through like a big old artistic smorgasbord. And in that smorgasbord, you can pick and choose what things sound good to you, or just do them all. Just do several a day. The one price of $8 a month is good whether you do one or two classes or whether you know, do 40 classes. And I always add at least four more a month. So you can stay for a month for $8. Can't get much for $8, or you can go ahead and continue on until you no longer enjoy it, which probably will be never, just saying. So at this point, we have a couple options. We can paint onto those little areas. We could let them dry a little more and go from there. Or we could use gel pens, or we could use uh, any of the Wink of Stella products. Have you ever used these? They're from Kuretake, who has some really cool things. And it's Wink of Stella. And it just has this translucent, in fact, I'll show them to you. Um, you want to take the little black line, little black ring out. This one's still, but you want to pull it apart, take the little black plastic ring, which keeps it from being too close. And you take it out, throw that part away, put it back together and screw it in tightly. And then it will start flowing. Each time you want to shake it, baby. Hope you can hear that. And squeeze a little out if you're not sure what you're doing. Squeeze it onto a scratch paper. I always keep a wad of paper towels and just use it to check things. And I just think that's something that works good. So isn't that pretty? Just a little sparkly something. And I'm just going to do a few with these, with this color. And then I'm going to go to the red. So you can either fill in the whole little circle that we lifted, or you can just simply, and I might even do one here, even though I didn't lift a circle, or you could do inside it like this and leave a little glow around it, which I think would be really, really cute. What do you think? So I'm going to cover this, and then I'm going to go to the red. Shake it, shake it. So I think I'll stay slightly inside so it looks a little bit glowing. And perfection, like I said, we don't worry about that because part of these little globes could be inside the leaves. Did you think of that? So we could just see it slightly at an angle for all we know. That's kind of cute, right? Looks like a little glow around it. You know, one thing that helps usually with making your circles look pretty is, I'll just do one right here in the middle of nowhere, is to do clockwise and counterclockwise. A lot of times people think, let's just do one circle, boom, 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 right? But if you do it to the left and to the right, I think you'll have a better chance at having it look just a little bit more round. That's my trick at least. Maybe one I didn't put in. So some are very bright and some of them are slightly hidden, which is kind of how it is in real life, don't you think? Let's see, do I have a silver? I have green here, but I don't know if green would look great on the green tree. So let's try silver. How's that? So here we go with silver. And that's maybe nice. Yeah, Wink of Stella. I started using them when I was doing, I think I was painting like a butterfly, and I really wanted just sheer kind of fairy wings on the butterfly. And I was trying to figure out what would look good on it. And lo and behold, I found Wink of Stella. think I'll do one more of the gold one. It's really fun during the holiday season to use this instead of putting glue down first and then using this. It's kind of fun too. Let me back up. Instead of putting glue down and then sprinkling some kind of tinsel or sparkly something or other, it's kind of fun instead to use these because when they dry, and they're gel quality, so you can kind of work with them. But when they dry, it's kind of cool because it's flat. It's totally flat. So I think we're going to just stay with this tree. I'll be back to show you more through the season. And if you do want to try my Patreon, patreon.com/Sandra. I'll also put some links in for Amazon for Wink of Stella, the brushes. What else did I mention that you might be interested in? I guess Daniel Smith, Sap Green, and Payne's Gray, if that would be helpful to you as well. I hope you enjoyed this. So here is one of our first Christmas trees, and I'll be back to show you more. And I'm really doing a lot of just kind of card making and autumn into winter type of classes in Patreon. So if you want to check it out, come. Otherwise, I'll see you here or I'll see you both places. How about that? Take care. Bye-bye.